Hi. Thank you for jumping on. Sorry that I'm late. I'm always in and out of time and went a little long during my last session for the day. So, thank you for jumping on to this spontaneous live, regular intuitive Akashic based live streams, including the individual mini Akashic readings that are offered via my live streams for a low ticket offering, will return tomorrow. If you would like to have one of those Akashic readings, you can reach out to me by email, sarah.descending@proton.me, to arrange one. They are $35 for 15 to 20 minutes. The only low ticket way to work with me right now. And I wanted to invite you because we are settling into a pattern of lives once or twice a week, depending on what my schedule is and how I am feeling energetically regarding access and offers. So again, if you are new here, my name is Sarah. I am a depth quantum energy work practitioner. I specialize in several modalities, and they all have the goal of helping you come into the fullness and wholeness that you already are, to arrive at the inner knowing of soul sovereignty that you have always been and potentially forgot when you came into this realm of time. So that's just a brief summary of my work, and I do that by a number of modalities. Hi, Mr. No One, moderator on YouTube, is here. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it on short notice. Anyway, so I just wanted to talk with you guys about a few things that are coming up often in my personal and client work right now, and share with you something I have decided to do as far as this week. So for those who have followed me for some time, the last several years on my main platform, which is Twitter or X, find me at Sarah Descending. You may know that I have very complex, conflicted feelings about these commercial holidays and the origins of such. So I typically have not chosen to, aside from what is required in my personal life, honor, or really, maybe not honor, acknowledge such. And because of changes in my personal practice and looking for ways to offer the occasional accessibility offer, which is what my mini Akashic sessions delivered via live are. They are an accessibility offer that I offer to the world. One, to market my services and grow my practice, but also to bring some guidance and really, really clarified love energy to individuals who maybe otherwise cannot currently access energy work services. So what I decided to do was offer the general public a couple of specials this week. These will be very limited. I still seek to show up for you guys and offer a few things for every now and then that can be a blessing, and also an introduction to the alchemy that I bring forth in my energy work practice. So I wanted to talk about how you can connect with me for these. I have decided to offer BQH. See, look, I have a hair. I had to lay down. I laid down for a while today because I did another BQH segment that I'll be sharing shortly. It was fire phenomenal. And I think that you guys will enjoy and really be moved by the energetic transmission that came forth during this. So speaking of BQH, We are finding as we go along in this work that for experienced consciousness travelers, typically, once you get into the flow of what Beyond Quantum Healing is as a modality, you don't need 3 or 4 hours to have a really profoundly beneficial and informative experience. So, what I have decided to do is go ahead and open up shorter BQH segments to make this modality that is typically time consuming and expensive more able to fit into your schedule. For those of you who are familiar and know that you can shift consciousness states with ease, and also be a little bit more budget friendly. So this is a current special, good for this week. I am offering a 90-minute, which is really the perfect amount of time. It's what I typically do myself, is between 45 and 90 minutes. And what I share with you all online are typically segments that are between, maybe 20 minutes and 50 minutes of that experience. And so I'm offering a 90-minute to 2-hour BQH offer for $222 this week only. And if you're somebody who has worked with me and has developed a rapport with me, and we know that we work well together and that you can go in and out of shifted states with ease, I am offering a 1-hour quick in and out quantum exploration via BQH modality for $125. And that is this week only. And this is being offered as a autumn gratitude accessibility offer. So if you are interested, that 60-minute segment really does need to be approached with people who have worked with me before or who are experienced quantum travelers themselves. But the 90-minute to 2-hour offering is open to everybody to try. And there will be abbreviated scripting used for some of this. Many of us, as we have learned to travel and traverse the waves of consciousness, don't need the whole induction. So I wanted to share a little bit about that. I am going to leave the shorter 90-minute to 2-hour moderate length session available. It will be added to my official offerings on my booking page after this special deal is over. Right now, in order to access this special, you would have to email me, or if you have the ability to message me, you can try to do that. However, business email is always going to be the most reliable way to get in touch with me when what you are wanting to talk to me about is related to my energy work practice. So that's going to settle. That 2-hour session segment will settle at probably $250 right now. It's going to be offered to you guys for $222. If you're not sure what Beyond Quantum Healing is, it is an amazing consciousness exploration modality. It is right on the line of hypnosis, which is not a word that I typically choose to use to describe it. But for those who are new and interested, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. Nobody is putting you into a trance or some kind of a state in which you are not in control of your body or the experience that you're having. And if that is something that you have experienced prior to connecting with me or with this type of modality, that typically is a sign that we need to do some quantum clearing, some energy repair on that experience. It's likely when I see people who feel like they have had their sovereignty or autonomy taken from them. They are typically people who have been playing unknown, unaware in a false light aspect of the New Age cage, and have made unknown, unconscious agreements with certain energies, entities, or lineages that they are allowing to come in and use their body. As you know, I do not believe that that is healthy, and it is not something that I participate in or facilitate. So even when you hear me speaking in the third person, I am still the one speaking and am in charge fully and fully present in my body. I have just become more of all that I am. I have merged with expanded aspects of myself, or in receiving mind, heart, womb connected messages from another energy, it is often easier to speak as that, to actually repeat what's being said to me. So there's a very fine line but a big difference that I speak about a lot on these lives regarding the difference between channeling, the New Age channeling, in which you allow something else to take over your body and your mouth, and being fully sovereign in the self and in all your expanded aspects, and connecting and communing with other parts of you or other benevolent energetic streams that are here to assist you on your journey of remembrance. So Beyond Quantum Healing is a fabulous modality to explore all of your soul's experiences and to seek integration, understanding, information, and even healing, remembering that all healing is self-healing. And this is a great way that you can do that. So for anybody who is interested in that the current rate, or the current special, 1 hour at $125 and 90 minutes to 2 hours at $222 is available this week only. And you book and pay, and that has to be completed at that rate in the next 2 weeks or so. So you can reserve your session for sometime in the next 2 weeks. The other thing that I'm offering that I wanted to connect with you guys about, as I am moving into a package structure. We've talked about that before. I'm still offering some single sessions. However, it is financially advantageous for you to either a container with me or to become a member. And I've shared some information about the membership. It hasn't formally launched yet. I'm not big on launching. But I am open right now to those who would like to explore. I've shared about it on Twitter. I can send you the post if you're interested. You basically join for a very reasonable rate, a 90-day membership, and then you receive between about 30 and 55% off all modalities. At any time. So you want to do a BQH. Okay. So you're going to have a BQH, a full length session, for 40% off what is regularly listed. Or, a month later, you want to do an Akashic session. Great. Instead of paying the $323 that's listed on my store, you pay a special member's rate. We'll also be having a small group private connection time approximately once every 6 weeks. That will be via my Zoom link, and it will be announced to everybody who is a member. And then you are also entitled as a member to a free mini individual Akashic session that will be delivered via one of the YouTube and Twitter lives. So that will be once a month. You will be on the list, and I'll inform you as to when your name is going to be, or when you'll be the person that I read for. And that way, if there's a concept or a topic that you would like to focus on for that session, you can let me know ahead of time. So I might send you a message, say on Friday, and let you know, hey, I'll be doing an Intuitive Akashic Live next week on Wednesday. You're up next. Is there anything you would like to focus on? And you can send me one or two concepts that you would like me to look at for that. So that's a little bit about the membership. And back to the other special that I'm offering. I am opening up 11 45-minute sessions at a very, very reduced gratitude rate on quantum akashic sessions, intuitive conversation, and light energy clearing sessions. And then I'm even including, for a different price, my quantum clearing and energetic repair, which is the deepest and most quantum work that I offer the general public. So these will be 45-minute sessions. They will potentially be used, segments of them, for marketing and promotional material. That is why they are marketing promo rates. This is only open to 11 people. $128 for Akashic sessions and intuitive conversation with light energy clearing, and $188 for quantum clearing and energy repair sessions for 11 people. That price rate is only good this week. So I was just going to offer it Thursday night and Friday, but I've decided to go ahead and announce it. And if anybody would like to go ahead and reserve that, you can do that with me by email. Because just to be clear, you're saving about $200 on the Akashic and intuitive conversation, and something like $240 on the quantum clearing and energy repair. And so this is a accessibility offer, and the only time for the remainder of 2024 that I will offer any short-term, hey, welcome to my work. This is what I do. I'm making this price accessible for a lot more people. And then hopefully you see immense value in the alchemy and magic that I bring forth. So again, I don't need to do this. I have been continuing to work out ways to connect with the amazing people that I have gotten the privilege to know a little bit during my time on social media. So mostly on Twitter or X, as well as lots of great clients that initially connected on Facebook. I've had some clients from other platforms as well, but just wanting to connect with you, wish you a not happy, like there's nothing wrong with happy, there's nothing wrong with joy, but what I'm feeling led to offer is wish you a week, if you are here in the US where Thanksgiving is observed, a week of clarity, a week of compassion, especially for the self. I had a message come through earlier that I shared on YouTube, another short, really talking about this being a time in which you hold your boundaries. You hold your boundaries. There's lots of family connection, which is complex and often very challenging for many during this season. And it's to be honest, I feel, from an esoteric perspective and from a depth quantum perspective, there is significant energy extraction that occurs between August and January, but it really ramps up on October 31st through January 1st. And I want to be very clear that however you observe or don't observe at all, it's not wrong. You're not wrong if you enjoy doing Thanksgiving with your family. However, I will offer to you, if you choose to receive it, the energy of clarity and compassion as you move into these intensely stressful and potentially gratifying days. So, in an attempt to connect and introduce a few more of you to my work, I wanted to share a little bit about the current promo offerings and also just really talk to you about the egregore of holidays and what is happening during this time of year so that you can be the driver of your own experience in this way. Um, what I see happening is really an extensive amount of stress and expectation and financial obligation that is typically very, very taxing and feels like a huge and heavy weight for many people. And about 12 years ago, my sister and I stopped doing a huge family Thanksgiving dinner. Not that we don't want to spend time with one another, but because the expectation of a huge traditional family dinner idea was above and beyond what either of us as young mothers felt we should continue to commit to. And now my family gets along just as well as we did then, and actually better. And we all do our own thing in our own home and connect with our parents, with my parents, my children's grandparents, as aligned, sometimes together and sometimes separately. And that has worked well for us. And, you know, I pretty much have revoked my personal consent to any more participation than enjoying time with my amazing children on a few days that have been reserved outside of the regular schedule to do so. And the family members that conventional and even some spiritual spaces would tell you are narcissists, I choose not to label people with that identification word very often. I don't feel it is appropriate in all cases or in many cases. And I think that the word itself has become infused with multiple layers and levels of egregoric thought form that can be damaging to both the person being called the word and the person who is internalizing that they are a victim and they've been being victimized by this N-word person. But anyway, those people, the people in your family that you know to be extractive, whether it is conscious or unconscious, love this time of year so that they can amp up their supply. And that is the very real truth to where we are at as a humanity. And we are working on it. We are working on it. I spend many, many, many hours every week working on cleaning this place up energetically. You start with the self, you help others, you honor and recognize everybody's sovereignty, even the people who don't seem to be in their sovereignty at all. We are in a free will realm. And even when there's energetic interference, adults must take radical accountability and responsibility for the self. And that's just the reality of it, no matter which angle I look at. And we can feel sad and we can hold space for the person who's acting as though they're 12 living in a 45-year-old's body. You can hold space for that, but please do it from afar if you are being harmed and constantly extracted from. And I see this sort of behavior really ramp up during this time of year. And so I personally, in most regards, choose not to participate. And I want to tell you I guess what the Akash is telling me to share and to tell you is that it is okay to do a new thing. It is okay to not do anything at all. It is okay if you have the day off to rest, to read a book, to take a walk, to take a bath, to spend time with people you love in a way that feels nurturing and aligned for you. It is okay to have a meal, and it is okay to not have the traditional meal. And anybody who is making you feel otherwise needs to be put in the proper energetic parameter and container for you to be the driver of your own reality in collaboration with the divine. No guilt, no shame. It's okay to do a new thing, and it's okay to do a no thing. And I really hope that the offers I spoke about a little bit will be something that can be a generous blessing to you or to those maybe that you know who could benefit. I thank you all for supporting my work. It's because I have such amazing clients that I am able right now to offer a little bit of a gratitude promotional marketing rate. What else was I going to say? It is okay to be your own light during the darker season that we experience here in this part of the world during this time of year. You do not have to play any commercialized false light, extractive holiday games if you do not want to. And it is also perfectly okay for you to choose to participate at whatever level feels acceptable and loving and in alignment with you and for you and your family. If you choose to participate from a place of consciousness. Make it mean something and alchemize the ritual of energy extraction through made up holy days. You do get that the word holidays comes from the idea of holy days, and that in and of itself feels like something worth looking at and breaking down from an individual and collective perspective sometime. But it's okay if you choose to participate, to do so from a place of consciousness, to make it mean something, to make the time with your people matter. And you can do it from as ritual, as ceremony. Make it mean something, and don't allow the stress that this parasitic system that we are in the process of dissolving and alchemizing take that from you. Anyway, thank you all for jumping on. I appreciate you. Please reach out if I can be of service to you in my energy work container. I will be posting an Akashic Records segment to YouTube tonight or tomorrow. And I will be uploading as well a really, really phenomenal, I would even say for some of us, a monumental BQH session segment of my own that I did earlier this afternoon or evening, tonight or tomorrow as well. So thank you for your support. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or morning or afternoon if you're somewhere else in the world. And I will connect with you soon. Again, I do have one spot open for a mini individual Akashic reading that is delivered via these live streams. That will be tomorrow night at about 9 p.m. Central. If you would like to sign up for that, reach out to me by email. Plan to pay the $35 low ticket exchange via PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. They are not listed on my store because the schedule currently is always up in the air, and I decide the day before or the day of that we're going to be doing it. So if you would like to snag that Akashic spot, feel free to reach out to me, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon. Have a wonderful night.